A year ago, I thought I was pregnant. I thought I'm gonna have a fourth baby. And it really, really freaked me out. I started panicking, not because I'm scared of having a baby. Babies are beautiful and a blessing, but I was terrified of going through the newborn stage again. So pregnancy, I know I can deal with, but the newborn stage for me is one of the most physically and mentally challenging phase of motherhood that I've experienced so far. Everyone has a different story. But if I were to be pregnant again and have a fourth baby, I clearly wasn't pregnant at the time, but the thoughts started racing through my mind and I started creating a mental checklist. Okay, so if you were to get pregnant, what would you do based on what you've learned from the previous 3 children? So number 1, I'll definitely make sure that my health is in check. So when you have a baby, if you're a new mom or first time mom, it just seems like all the focus shifts from you being pregnant and everyone's checking in on you, like doctors, family, friends. And then as soon as you give birth, all the attention seems to go on the baby, and you do it too. You're not even focused on yourself most of the time. You're just focused on keeping your baby healthy, keeping them alive. So after I gave birth to my first baby, I didn't realize that the reason I couldn't sleep once I brought her home, I stayed up for 3 whole days. I just couldn't sleep. And I was like, what is going on? Like, someone please help me. No one knew what was going on. My iron levels were extremely low and it was making me not sleep. On top of like taking care of the baby, feeding every 2 to 3 hours, changing diapers, that took a toll on my body. So once I got my health in check, I started taking iron medication and changing my diet, things improved. Maybe you phone a friend or a loved one to say, hey, after I give birth, can you just check up on me? Like, just call me or text me and ask a question. Are you okay? Like, how's your health? How are you feeling? Right? So that could trigger like a reminder. Make sure like you're taking your vitamins and that you're following up with your doctor to make sure that your health is okay, not just your baby's health. All right, the next thing that I would do is hire help. So I started thinking when I thought I was pregnant, I started thinking, okay, so what do I need to save up for? What do I need to invest in to make sure that the newborn stage goes smoother for me? So if you need to hire a big one, a sleep coach, that's what I do. If you keep hearing horror stories about moms and dads who just don't get a lot of sleep, why would you want to go through that? Just skip that part, skip that line and go straight to the VIP, which is hiring a coach that you trust and who can help you through that and give you strategies that will work. Hiring a cleaner, a house cleaner, or a cook, or hiring a service to deliver food for you. It's a lot to take care of a baby and take care of a household when it's all new to you. In the beginning, it is taxing, right? So you want to prepare yourself for that. Number 3, create a simple daily routine. I just remember a big win for me every day, especially during the first month, just setting a simple goal as taking a shower and brushing my teeth. When I got up every day and I was able to do those 2 simple things, I just felt like, okay, I'm gonna win today, right? I knew I had to take care of the baby. I had to feed, I had to change diapers. I had to, make sure that my husband has food to eat, do laundry, things like that, and clean the house. I would go downstairs and watch The Price is Right. Every time I was able to make sure the baby was up, change the baby, fed the baby, that at 11 o'clock I could watch that show. That means I was doing everything that I needed to do on time. So that's how I marked my day. I was able to shower, brush my teeth, and watch The Price is Right. So you just gotta pick some simple things to anchor you, ground you in your day. And the last thing that I would do, which is the most important thing, that you wanna carve out time for yourself so you can sleep. People always say sleep when the baby sleeps, but it just seems impossible to do that because there's so many other things on your list. If you have a spouse or a partner and let's say they're working and you're the one staying home taking care of the baby, make sure that in the evening you set time like around 8 o'clock at night to midnight. You tell your partner or your spouse that, hey, If you can watch the baby for 4 hours so I can sleep for 4 hours, that would be a big win for you. So you can carve out those specific hours for yourself to give you guaranteed sleep. That is key. If not, you'll end up getting like 1 hour of sleep or 2 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period. And that is not good for your milk supply if you are breastfeeding. It's not good for your recovery physically because you just gave birth. And it's not good for you mentally and emotionally. Getting 1 to 2 hours of sleep a day, which is quite common with new moms, is not beneficial for you or your family.